Hi again. My name is Maru. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about the ancient Egypt. It has been a magnificent experience to have watched this video. The way they built this magnificent pyramid, it has been not only a challenge for them, but also a very, how can I say, a very rewarding knowledge about how they made it, about how they constructed, and about how people was able to carry these huge stones to take them to where they wanted to be constructed. Although they were slaves, I think, or I assume, because the pharaoh or the kings or the people that command them request for them to take these big stones or big blocks all the way to where they wanted to construct these pyramids or these temples for their goddess. They had this huge strength, which I assume they were carried not only by one man, of course, but they thought maybe, or they make them believe that for helping or for doing all this, they were going to gain some sort of miraculously heaven, or maybe some kind of glory for when they passed away. This is why sometimes people believes in their commandings or in their chiefs or in their government or in their kings for them to have a better life. And this magnificent masterpiece in this world is just a huge monumental sphinx, and I bet that it is a wonderful experience to be there. Although I haven't been there personally, I think that getting to know this video and getting to know how it was built, it has been like if I had been there. Sorry, I am kind of nervous because I am trying to remember all the magnificence of this video, of this movie, and the way they create and the way they make this precision construction is just wonderful. It is a great job. It is something that, as in the movie is saying, it is not going to be constructed again, because this precision was taken by people that knew what they were doing. The exact measurements that they used, it's just unbelievable. They I don't know how they did this or how they make their measurements, because most of the blocks that you see on the movie are almost the same size, are almost the same measurements, and the way they were doing the piling up is just unbelievable. It is great. It is, as I have said all over, is magnificent, because when you're constructing something, you have to have the precisions. I mean, the coordinates, the measurements, the exact measurements, of course, and a good land where you can build. Otherwise, your construction is not going to make it. So it is just unbelievable. It's just, I can't explain the way they did it, and how these people, or these constructors, or these engineers on those days had this precision of making buildings. On the ancient times, I don't believe that I don't think that they have had like a university degree to study the way they make this, they construct, or they build these these pyramids. And even though they maybe didn't go to school, or they didn't go to a university like nowadays, they have had this knowledge from God knows where they got it. But the knowledge they get allow them to make these magnificent constructions. And not only there, these pyramids are just unbelievably well constructed and well managed, that nowadays they still exist. And there's why people visit them, and I would like to visit them one day of my life. I think I could go, not soon, but maybe one day. It is also a great experience to have known the history of these pyramids, the history of all these people and all these uh, um, ancient people that have been through. And maybe we belong to those cultures, their cultures, the way they bury their bodies, their people, the way they thought that when people died, will take everything that they put, or they will enjoy everything that they put in their chambers when they passed away. Also, these parts of beliefs, the thoughts and the beliefs that people will get a better life after this one. So it has been a rewarding experience have watched this movie. Thank you, teacher, for letting us know the world this way.